Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something a little bit different for you guys. I know it's winter, but I really wanted to do like a glowy look with freckles. Really natural and really pretty looking, so I hope you enjoy. Starting off, I'm going to spray my face with some rose water spray, and this is just going to add some hydration. And then I'm taking my Too Faced Hangover Primer and I'm just priming my skin with this. Now I'm just going to take my face oil from Urban Outfitters and I'm just going to put this on just for some extra hydration on the face. You can skip this if you're oily skinned. And then I'm going to take my Dior Glow Maximizer. This is just like a liquid highlighter and I'm just going to place this on the high points of my face. Now I'm taking my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick, and then I'm going to put my Laura Mercier Photo Finish Silk Cream Foundation underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and above my lip. And I'm just buffing this out with a Morphe brush. Now I'm just going to spray my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just spraying that with some rose water, and I'm just going to take away some of the extra product on my skin just so that I have a more sheer layer of foundation and not so full coverage. Now I'm taking my Derma Blend Illuminizing Pen and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin area. But later on I go back with some matte concealer just because I wasn't happy with the way that it highlighted my face. And I'm just going to blend this out with a Real Technique sponge. Now I'm going to take a mixture of the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony and a MAC Paint Pot. And I'm just going to take this on like a really pointy brush and I'm going to start drawing on my freckles. Now these freckles that I'm going to be drawing on are not like the end result of the freckles, do not worry. It's just basically like a base for the freckles, like freckles that are kind of underneath the skin. It kind of makes the whole look a little bit more natural, and in the end you'll see what I mean by that. Now I'm just going to start on my eyebrows. Now for this I wanted to do like a more of a soft brow look, not so filled in and not so defined. And I'm just going over it with some brow gel right now. And then I'm going to take my Brow Wiz from Anastasia and I'm just drawing really thick lines in my brows, if you can see that, growing in the same direction of my hair and following that growth. I'm just really trying to define my brow hairs and give it like a more of a messy, undone look, but not so... but not filled in, but still kind of like messy and natural looking, if that makes any sense at all. Now I'm just going to take this MAC bronzing powder. I believe this was limited edition, and this just has like the prettiest sheer shimmer and like no coverage at all. So I'm just going to dust this on my face, but not trying to put too much powder to make it mattifying. I'm still trying to keep the glow, but I just want my makeup to stay in place, so that's why I'm adding that. And now I'm taking my MAC lip liner in the shade Espresso, I believe, and I'm just going to dot some more freckles onto my face. This is just going to help define the freckles a little bit more and put more on and make it more noticeable. Now I'm just defining my brows a little bit with some concealer. Then I'm taking my shade MAC Blunt Blush and I'm just putting that in my crease very lightly. Then I'm taking my Ebony bronzer and I'm just bronzing up my face. Then I'm taking my Becca Topaz highlighter on an Eco Tools fan brush and I'm just going to highlight the highest points of my face. Now I'm going to dot a little bit more freckles on because some of them got washed away from all of the powder products, and I'm just defining them a little bit more. Now I'm just going to put some blush on. This is an e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm just taking that shade right there and putting it on the apples of my cheeks and also back towards my highlight and bronzer and on my temples a little bit as well. Now I'm just gluing on some Ardell Demi Wispies to both of my eyes, and then I'm going to coat my bottom lashes with some mascara. Now I'm just using this MAC lip pencil in the shade Cork, and then I'm going to go back over the edges of my lips just to define them, and I'm using the shade Espresso from MAC. Now I'm just going to start on my bun, and I'm just kind of grabbing my hair. I'm not really brushing it back. I kind of want it to be a little bit messy, so I'm just grabbing it with my my hands, and I'm just kind of pulling it back into a loose ponytail. Then I'm just wrapping around, and I'm going to secure that with some bobby pins and just play with the shape a little bit. It's super easy. And then I'm just pulling out some baby hairs in the front. And then you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Bye!